What it do, YouTube? It's your boy TJDaKid. I'm back giving another video. I'm back with another video, you know what I'm saying? We back with another video. How many times I said that? Hey, bro, we just gonna get to the next video, though. We got 20 things you didn't know about NBA players, bro. Thank y'all for all the support, bro. Likes, comments, follows, all that, bro. Appreciate y'all, man. Yeah,
these are 20 things you didn't know about NBA players. And at number 20, LaMelo Ball is the craziest driver in the NBA. LaMelo's been pulling up in Lambos since he was a teenager, and his cars only got crazier since.
I seen that. Yeah, I seen that.
That's why fans can't wait to see him pull up.
We finna see LaMelo Ball.
But LaMelo's always speeding, running red lights, almost causing car accidents, and the one time fans saw him on the freeway, he raced them. LaMelo just can't live without driving reckless. But at number 19, what Stephen Curry can't live without, has me thinking he's the horniest player in the NBA.
I just seen this.
Which could you not live without for 1 month?
Sex,
coffee, your phone, or weed? Babe, what could you not live
without? What was
without?
the last one?
Sex, coffee, your phone, or weed? Babe, what could you not live without for 1 month?
Sex, for sure.
They all be blowing that gas. Why would that be on there, bro? They all be blowing that gas, bro. That's why they just made it legal.
Okay.
Okay, I was just making sure we're on the same page now. 10 years in, we better be on the same page.
Here's to that.
Just look at Curry, man. Hitting threes on the court
Curry,
and in the bedroom. But Curry is Curry. At number 18, Kyrie Irving is secretly an old man.
Uncle Drew
Transformation
himself
is complete.
Push it, push it. Push it, old man.
I thought he was gonna snatch it back.
Watch it back.
Kyrie been wildin', bro. He dunking and shit.
Kyrie can get buckets on anybody.
Put back
but
dunks.
something he can't get is number
Out of body
7.
experience.
Because LeBron James has just received something nobody else in the world owns. It all started the night that he was about to set one of the most legendary records of all time.
What do you got?
The third quarter. LeBron James, a shot in history. LeBron stands alone.
And
This in
obviously
2K.
becoming
They
an
don't even do this
all-time
in
leading
2K, bro.
scorer cemented him
Oh
in
no, they
NBA
do
history.
this in 2K. Now that I think about it, but like they don't like come on the court and all that. But like they do something like this in 2K. Like it's always a time.
But the Lakers wanted
Like,
LeBron's
go on top of the
accomplishment to be
jumbo.
gold and diamond. So they hit up Eliante Jewelers to design a masterpiece that made headlines everywhere.
I
This
ain't
chain
see
and
this.
pennant represents LeBron's record, combined with his logos, jersey numbers, and all of his career's biggest milestones. So of course LeBron flexed that he had the best net game in the NBA. And with a chain like that, maybe he should rap.
Gabba yabba dabba do though, baby.
Or get rap lessons from number 16. Because Aaron Gordon's the only NBA player to drop a diss track to the NBA? What started off
Didn't
as some
Miles
throwing
Bridges-
down
I
dunks
don't
you
think
only
he-
see in video games.
These rappers in the NBA, man. I don't think they get hold this track.
Led to one of the harshest judges in the world, Dwayne Wade, feeling like those dunks
Give that
weren't
boy a
good
9.
enough and gave him a 9. It caused Aaron to lose
I
the
ain't lie.
contest, feeling like those
Buddy
dunks
over
weren't
here gave
good
him a
enough.
this Black Panther. Hey, RP.
And gave him a 9. It
Fun
caused
fact, I
Aaron
never
to
watched
lose the
Black Panther.
contest unfairly, so he
I watched,
retired
like, the
from the
first 5
competition
minutes.
forever. And because he was so salty about that 9 out of 10, that's what he named his diss track.
Looking at your judgment and everyone's wondering. Even Adam Silver told me I deserve the gold.
Yeah, we ain't making out the hood with this
but I
one.
got something to hold. Jeez, forgive me, bro, I won't sell my soul. Big chillin',
This some
paint me
light
as a
skin shit
villain.
right here,
Now
bro.
he jumped over the biggest dude in the building. God willing, the best and I still am.
Just stay on the
Your
court, bro.
judgment
I ain't-
gives me no fulfillment.
Wow,
ain't it.
Aaron killed him. But at number
he ain't-
15,
he ain't.
James Harden almost never existed.
What nickname, James, did your mom give you when you were born?
She didn't give me
Justin.
Lucky.
She called you Lucky because between her last child being
My
born
sister.
and you being born, do you know what happened?
No.
She had a series of miscarriages.
I never knew that. Wayne
Dang,
Willis is
bro.
just a strong-minded human being, and I think that's where I got it from.
Man, Harden didn't even know the story himself until that interview. Luckily,
that's
everything
crazy.
was okay, and Baby Harden turned out to be one of the happiest kids I've ever seen. But at number 14,
How you know, bro? You ain't know him as a baby. Bro, Rebound just be... Is this Rebound? Bro, just be talking. Oh, this Hot Flicks. You just be talking. Bro.
Trey Young's baby picture made him one of the most viral kids I've ever seen. Before a playoff
Nah,
game
that's
against
not him.
the 76ers,
It's somebody on the baby
company
pamper
said they
thing.
donate
Yeah, that's him.
2,000 diapers for
That's
every
Trey.
single point he scored. And dude dropped 34 points, meaning they had to give out a ridiculous 68,000 diapers, so of course it went viral.
The diaper company called Hello Bello donated diapers to Atlanta area babies during Game 6 of the last series.
How
That's
much?
2,000 diapers for every point that Trey Young scored.
That's a shit ton of boxes. Because the world hadn't really seen his baby pics before, everybody was talking about it until Trey even called himself Trey Younger.
Trey Younger.
But the craziest part is, Trey's hair is what the people cared most about.
I like Trey Young, but his hair looks like a lollipop that got dropped on the carpet.
Kind of fast.
What flavor lollipop? Maybe delicious.
Probably like
10.
cinnamon.
Truly has the worst
Hey,
jokes
yo.
I've ever heard. But at number 13, Anthony Edwards stars in the best movies I've ever seen. Recently, he was
only
a
in one
main
movie.
character in one of the biggest movies in Netflix history, Hustle.
Look, she likes me.
The movie became such a success, Edwards began spending all of his time outside of basketball filming even more movies.
It's dangerous.
Danger's my middle name. I lied. My middle name is Jamal. We should have never left the ship.
Now, at
Them
least
commercials,
he's
ain't it?
figuring out safe ways to live life.
Oh, them actual
Because at number
movies.
12, what Carl Anthony
This is really
Towns
fake, bro.
almost got him killed.
I had 5% of chance of making it out alive.
Oh, with the 19. But then his people died, bro. Dang, bro. People be forgetting like he had to go through that, bro.
He was just driving down the street thinking life was good, when out of nowhere,
Ooh.
he was struck by a semi-truck, and both vehicles were completely totaled.
As that semi hit, I mean, you saw your life kind of flash before your eyes there?
Nah, it happened too quick. I didn't know what the hell hit me, so I was kind of like confused. But the car in front of us stopped, and we stopped. And I looked at our trainer, Kurt, looked at him, and complained about the car in front of us stopping so hard. And he was saying, the truck is not slowing down behind us. And next thing you know, we got hit. It happened so quick. So I'm just glad everyone's safe from accidents. Obviously, like I said, it could have been much worse. And in all honesty, probably should not have made it out like I did, but glad I did.
Damn. Towns
boy
surviving
Cat
a car
survived.
accident and being able to joke about it right after? That's crazy. But not as crazy as the training routines Jamal Murray went through just to make the NBA. At number 11.
Those days at the court started very early. It always turns into a practice. The weather's gonna be there, just put some gloves on. It wasn't work to me.
Push-ups, dribbling on the ice, working on your balance.
Ain't you from
Some
Canada?
days we just go and take
Or
shots, and if you miss a shot, you gotta run hill. So you do 100 meters basically up the hill, come back down, take the shot to create that mental focus.
This all sounds very involved. It's like a Navy SEAL
I've been
training
running more
course.
than I'm shooting.
But fun.
Do you remember when the hot tea came up for the first time?
I had an idea. You talked about it all the time. You're trying to hold it together for as long as you can. Just getting through that pain.
Pain is temporary, pride is forever.
I mean, everybody, other than him.
And Jamal didn't care how many doubters he had. All he ever focused on was June 23rd, 2016, draft night.
With the 7th pick in the 2016 NBA Draft, the Denver Nuggets select Jamal Murray from Kitchener, Canada, and the University of Kentucky.
Damn, man. If only my dad did that for me. Maybe I would have been the next pick.
It's Toronto in Canada, right?
Hoop
I think that's the only thing.
from the University of Washington.
This guy.
But now that we're getting into the top 10 things you didn't know about NBA players, let's take things to a new level where one player
he
gave
had to
up
go to the
basketball
army.
to drive tanks?
He just had to do that because, like, he got
This
a
is Laurie
service
Markkinen,
here.
and he
He had
might
to shave
seem
his
like an
head.
innocent white boy, but he's actually a murderer.
Yo.
So Laurie's country's military needed him. Besides, where he grew up in Finland, it's actually a mandatory law that all men serve in the military anyways, and they forced him off the court into the field.
You do have a 6-month commitment overall before the age of 30 to serve in the Finnish army. So what are you
6
doing
months?
on a day-to-day basis?
Days are pretty long. We wake up early and go for probably 10, 12 hours straight, but it's been fun getting to know a lot of new guys and making new friends, and kind of you have to go through it together. So it's actually been pretty good.
Damn, they really made dude give up basketball and cut his afro? Well, Lori could
But
handle
like, if you think about it, well, he's in America, but like, how does that work? Like, did they take his card away or something?
But not even joining the military could prepare Giannis for number 9, where he got into the craziest beef in NBA history.
With
After
Stewart?
Giannis had a horrible shooting night, going 4 of 15 from the free
ladder.
throw line and cost his team the game, he decided to stay after practice in his opponent's arena.
we
But
didn't
some
know,
people
see.
didn't like that. History. Ladder got Ray. What happened to John Wall almost made him kill himself.
Oh, didn't his
Wall
mom
came
die?
to the NBA as a #1 pick and instantly turned himself into a superstar.
think his
That's why he
mom's
single-handedly carried the Wizards to the playoffs and even hit game-winning shots.
It's Bradley for 3. John Wall!
Nobody ever saw a player like Wall, but as soon as Wall reached the prime of his career, everything came crashing down. For years, he kept falling victim to one injury after another, till eventually, Wall suffered his worst one yet.
Achilles and ACL
already
or
out
what?
for the rest of this season because of his injured heel. Now needs surgery for a ruptured Achilles.
This is a major injury for a player like this.
He loves the sport. He loves playing. You can see that in his game. This is just heartbreaking. I mean, no matter how you feel
Rachel
about the Washington
Nichols.
Wizards, no matter how you feel about John, this is just
This is a
terrible to happen.
career-changing injury because everything about John Wall is predicated on his speed.
Yep.
And after that announcement, Wall was sidelined for over a year. But it wasn't just the injuries that began making it the most emotional time of his life.
Oh,
Wall was
right.
dealing with all the closest people to
Yeah.
him, like his best friend, mom, and grandma, passing away.
She really touched your heart, didn't she?
At the same time, he was never able to recover and be the player he once was. So eventually the
still
city
fought,
he gave
though.
everything to, traded him to the Rockets, literally the worst team in the league.
Come on,
And
bro,
that
get off our-
made Wall
come
want
on
to
now,
end his life.
If it weren't for my
Chill,
kids, I wouldn't be
bro.
here. Like I said before, you in a dark place. Like, people don't know I had tore my Achilles, had 4 infections, I almost had to cut my foot off. And my career's about to be over. My mom diagnosed with breast cancer, and then she passed. Then I get traded. Then my grandma died a year later. Then I'm not playing basketball, you know what I mean? I'm in a bad spot, and I'm like what the fuck is going on? Like, why all this gotta happen to me? Like, I go from the second best player in the East, then everything's going, you know what I mean? To like basically rock bottom. Like, I mean, that's when I asked for help. I went and got a therapist, and I'm like, yo, I need help.
Dang.
That's the problem with us as African
I never
American
seen
men.
the
It's like
whole
we grow up
interview, bro.
with really
I
no
just see
father
him
figure a lot of
shitting
times.
about the Rockets.
And we feel like we don't need help. We the man in the house, like we can figure shit out on our own. Until I realized, like, you was not about to be here no more. Like, you do need help.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't mind speaking out and helping other people out. A lot of people write me all the time, like, yo, you be saving a lot of people's lives. I'm like, I'm just being myself, just being genuine and being real.
So obviously with a star player talking like that, the story made its way out.
I never
And it
seen
just
this
shows that
headline,
you
though. That's
never
the
really know what
crazy
someone's
part.
going through behind the
I
scenes.
literally only seen the
Well,
Rockets,
actually,
like him
at number
talking bad about
7,
the Rockets.
I know exactly what Kevin Durant
Dang, that's
does,
crazy.
and it used to be illegal. The man almost got exposed by TMZ before.
Uh-oh, dropping the weed.
And after that, he started
Come
doing some
on,
suspicious
bro.
handshakes with his
Nah.
to be illegal. The man almost got
Who
exposed by
said
TMZ
that, though?
before.
Uh-oh, dropping the weed.
Yeah. Whoever said that.
And after
man.
that, he started doing some suspicious handshakes with his teammates. The clues have been adding up for a while, so eventually, KD came out about his secret.
To me, it clears the distractions out your brain a little bit, settles you down. It's like having a glass of wine.
Yeah. So did you smoke today?
I'm actually high right now.
I'm actually high right now.
All right, KD, I see you. With that lifetime Nike deal, I already know you rich enough to throw in sometime. But nothing KD puts in his mouth could have him acting like number 6, where De'Aaron Fox did things so crazy, the NBA invented a brand new award for him. De'Aaron recently became one of the clutchest players in NBA history with plays like these.
Coach Player of the Year award.
From midcourt. Got it.
Got it.
Crossover. Fox goes, hangs and scores.
Hey.
So yeah, De'Aaron's resume spoke to the NBA in a way that made them announce something special.
The NBA has
First
a
player of
brand
the year?
new award this season.
I didn't know they had this award.
Kia 2023 Clutch Player of the Year award goes to De'Aaron Fox from the Sacramento Kings.
You gotta be proud of De'Aaron, man. But you also gotta be proud of Devin Booker, because at number 5, he did something
Devin Booker's still
to honor
young,
Kobe.
bro. He like 26.
These two were more than
if that.
competitors. They were brothers. So after
Bro, been in the
Kobe's
league for 10
passing,
years.
no player was more devastated than
Dang,
Book.
Devin Booker
Brothers.
was kind of like, his face was kind of
After
chubby.
Kobe's passing, no player was more devastated than Book. Not only was he getting emotional at games and during interviews, all because of the last moment they shared together, Book made sure Kobe followed him everywhere he goes.
We had a short conversation on the court, and then he left me with, meet me in the back. And that's when he signed the shoes to me. One shoe said, "To the young one," and the next one was, "To Book, be legendary." I got "Be legendary" tatted on my arm. That's something that Kobe left me with that still keeps me motivated and will always keep me going.
Wow, respect to Book for keeping it real. But at number 4, Russell Westbrook spent over 3 decades lying to the world. Fans got suspicious when they noticed him signing autographs with his left hand. Then, when he was spotted wearing a watch that's specifically designed for left-handed people, things didn't get weird though, till Westbrook was in an interview.
Bro, y'all mad about bro wearing a left-handed watch?
Things didn't get weird though, till Westbrook.
What about the left-handed people wearing right-handed watches, bro?
Was in an interview where a reporter mentioned how he shoots with his right hand but writes with his left hand, and Westbrook demanded they don't put that in their article. So I guess he's just trying to have people not be able to stop him from making plays like these.
Brought it right back up. Here goes Russ with the left hand. Russell Westbrook, left hand.
I don't know. I mean, Westbrook's always doing things that don't make sense. He's a grown man who wears dresses.
Bro, if you put on a dress, you a bitch.
But at number 3, Damian Lillard.
Why did he put that
The
in
NBA forced him to get drug tested. See, the NBA doesn't like it when players do things that even Michael Jordan couldn't do.
Facts.
But Dame was willing to do whatever it took to win games. Because after all, he plays in Portland, and they are ass. So he started dropping 40-point games on a nightly basis, which led him to surpass one of MJ's craziest records. But Dame stayed hungry till February 26th, 2023. The night he pulled off one of the craziest games in NBA history.
Fakes, hangs, finds Dame, step back three.
I don't think we need to. We don't need to.
No way.
We don't need to watch that.
Paulo Banchero got humiliated by a car company. The NBA draft was a moment Paulo waited his entire life for. So when the day finally came, he wore an outfit that had reporters getting wet just talking about it.
Yo.
I mean, it's blinging. It's blinging. It's giving
you
diamonds.
walked in like 2 minutes ago, and you're the first draftee that walked in. I was like, already, I've seen best dressed.
Custom suit. I did the purple, funny story. Obviously, I went to Duke. Both my parents went to Washington. So when I first committed to Duke,
shout out Pac-12.
A lot of people gave him trouble, for me not staying home and whatnot. So this is my I'm sorry gift to them, wearing the Washington purple.
A purple suit, custom chain, and some chrome shoes. I mean,
P5.
that's cool and all. But when the world watched him get selected with the number
P5.
1 pick, not only were fans claiming he looked like the Joker and was gonna fight Batman, Paulo's new teammates agreed.
It's giving me Joker vibes. I'm not gonna lie.
But the craziest part of anybody seeing the fit is
Should've
when the
been a
car
rocket,
company Dodge turned
it's
Paulo's drip into a new whip.
Imagine him with
So
the
what
rocket.
did Paulo have to say about all of that?
I don't even know what to say. I can't believe what just happened.
10.
Yeah, he ain't
It's a
even know he was
sad
going.
day.
That's
You can't even
crazy.
dress how you want. But the saddest story I ever heard was number 1. And I guarantee you never knew that Chris Paul only became a legend because the closest person to him was murdered.
What if
they
you could do
murdered the
SEO
grandma?
smarter and faster? With Wix, you can edit your meta tag.
At
Damn,
one
they
point,
murdered the
Chris seemed like the
grandpa?
happiest kid in the world because of basketball and family.
I felt my granddad was my biggest fan. I'd go out to the service station to see him, and he'd just be, he's always bragging on me and my brother about how good we were, and he just,
Young
just made me
CBD.
feel
This recorded with a
The very next day, November 15th, Chris was at a high
Snickers
school
bar?
football game when a cousin told him shocking news. His grandfather had been found murdered. Still grieving days later, Chris seized on a plan to honor his grandfather in his next game by scoring 1 point for every year of his grandfather's life, all 61 of them. Chris scored 24 points in the second quarter alone.
And this is one of the times that I just felt there's no way, I don't care what kind of
CB3 out there dunking?
you put in front of me, there's no way you're going to stop me from getting that goal. The whole game, I was just thinking about my granddad, just thinking, you know, he's in heaven. He's watching this game. He's watching this game. Every time somebody hits me to the floor, he's up there jumping out of his seat, getting angry.
With less than 2 minutes to go in the game, Chris had scored 59 points. Then he drove to the hoop, took a hard foul.
Oh, then he took himself out, right? Or missed it.
He had his 61.
He missed
felt like
it.
I
Took himself out.
And went to heaven right there. It felt like my purpose for being here was almost over. I walked to the free throw line. The referee gave me the ball and shot an air ball right out of bounds. And my coach took me out. I just looked at my dad and started crying.
Damn. Now I want to see Chris Paul turn video games into reality and win a championship for his grandpa. Now that would be wild. But not as wild as earthquakes destroying NBA
we good.